Imagine standing atop a windswept cliff, the sun rising like a warrior's banner, casting golden light over a vast kingdom you've built with your own hands. Yet, as you survey your domain, a subtle tremor shakes the ground beneath you, not from distant enemies charging the gates, but from the very soil you trusted to hold firm. This is the essence of the saboteur, the ally who smiles while sowing seeds of doubt in your fertile ground. In the grand tapestry of human conquest, where every soul seeks to rise like eagles on thermal winds, understanding this shadow is not about paranoia, but about claiming the sovereignty of your own destiny. Draw inspiration from the ancient courts, where visionaries like Lorenzo de' Medici navigated seas of ambition. Lorenzo, the magnificent patron of Renaissance brilliance, surrounded himself with artists and advisors who fueled Florence's golden age. But lurking among them were those who whispered subtle discouragements, masking envy as concern. Your dreams are bold, they'd say, but perhaps too bold for these turbulent times. History whispers that such figures eroded empires from within, not with swords, but with the slow drip of hesitation. Fast forward to today's boardrooms, where a colleague might praise your innovative pitch in private, only to undermine it in meetings with faint praise or planted questions. Why? Because your success illuminates their stagnation, and in the game of ascent, some prefer to dim lights rather than kindle their own. Yet this knowledge empowers you like a hidden shield in an epic saga. Recognize the saboteur not as a villain to hunt, but as a mirror reflecting your own untapped strength. They appear supportive, offering help that subtly steers you off course, volunteering for tasks that delay your progress, or sharing advice laced with limitations. Their motivation? A quiet fear that your victory eclipses theirs. But you, the architect of your fate, can transform this awareness into fuel. Cultivate discernment like a master strategist. Observe patterns in their actions. Do their suggestions consistently clip your wings, or do they propel you higher? Test the waters with small revelations. Share a minor ambition and watch if it blooms or withers in their care. In this uplifting odyssey of self-mastery, protection blooms from wisdom, not walls. Forge alliances with those whose eyes light up at your triumphs, for true companions are co-pilots in the flight toward greatness. Draw from Sun Tzu's timeless counsel, know thyself and thy companions, and 100 battles yield no defeat. When you spot the saboteur's hand, respond not with confrontation, that feeds their narrative of victimhood, but with graceful redirection. Pivot your energy toward allies who amplify your roar, turning potential pitfalls into stepping stones. Envision yourself as the hero in an eternal legend, where every challenge hones your edge. The saboteur teaches resilience, reminding you that your path is yours alone to blaze. In modern arenas, like startup ecosystems buzzing with innovation, I've seen entrepreneurs sidestep these traps by building networks of mutual elevation, masterminds where success is shared currency. One founder, facing a partner's covert roadblocks, reframed the dynamic. Instead of exile, he invited open dialogue on shared goals, exposing the sabotage without accusation. The result? A stronger alliance or a clean parting, both victories in disguise. This isn't about distrust, but about honoring your inner fire. By understanding the saboteur's subtle art, you reclaim the narrative, writing chapters of triumph where others falter. Rise, then, with the dawn's unyielding light, for in protecting your ascent, you inspire legions to follow. Let this wisdom be your compass, guiding you through tempests to harbors of unassailable power. And remember, the greatest empires are built not on isolation, but on alliances forged in the crucible of clear vision. Your journey continues, unbreakable and luminous. Picture a grand banquet hall, illuminated by chandeliers that dance like stars in a velvet sky, where nobles and dreamers gather to weave the future's threads. Amid the laughter and clinking goblets, a soft murmur drifts like autumn leaves, harmless at first, until it gathers into a storm that uproots the mightiest oaks. This is the gossiper's domain, the confidant who trades secrets like coins, turning your vulnerabilities into their capital. In the symphony of human ambition, where every note resonates with potential, mastering this melody elevates you to conductor, harmonizing chaos into victory. Echoes from the annals of strategy reveal how such figures have shaped destinies. Sun Tzu, the sage of unseen wars, warned that the deadliest strikes come not from visible foes, but from the intelligence leaked by those closest. In the opulent halls of Versailles under Louis XIV, courtiers thrived on whispers, using tidbits from private conversations to climb social ladders. A shared confidence about a rival's weakness became ammunition, fired subtly in salons to topple reputations. Translate this to contemporary corridors of power, like high-stakes corporate environments, where a teammate might solicit your frustrations about a project, only to relay them upward, positioning themselves as the insightful mediator while you appear the complainer. But herein lies the spark of empowerment. View the gossiper not as a betrayer to banish, but as a lesson in the art of selective revelation. They thrive on your openness, using it to weave networks of influence, often under the guise of camaraderie. Tell me more, they urge, eyes wide with feigned empathy, all while cataloguing details for later leverage. Their drive? A hunger for relevance in a world where information is the new gold. To counter this with grace, become the guardian of your own law. Share strategically, offer insights that build bridges, but reserve the core of your strategy for trusted vaults. In this motivational saga of enlightenment, protection manifests as elevated awareness, turning whispers into winds that propel your sails. Cultivate alliances with those who guard secrets like sacred flames, for they are the true architects of enduring legacies. Robert Greene's insights into power dynamics remind us that society is a stage where roles shift fluidly. By observing the gossiper's patterns, do they probe for drama or foster solutions? You anticipate the script and rewrite your part. Harness this wisdom in epic fashion. In creative industries teeming with ideas, a filmmaker once navigated a gossiper's net by feeding benign misinformation, watching it circulate to reveal the leak's path. Instead of outrage, he used it to tighten his circle, emerging with a blockbuster forged in fortified trust. You too can alchemize these encounters into gold, respond with poise, redirecting conversations to mutual upliftment, or gently probing their own stories to balance the scales. This path illuminates your inner strength, transforming potential pitfalls into platforms for growth. Envision yourself as the unyielding oak in the forest, roots deep in self-assurance, branches reaching for the heavens. The gossiper's winds may bend lesser trees, but you stand taller, inspiring others to root deeply. In workplaces alive with collaboration, foster cultures of confidentiality that breed innovation, where ideas flow freely without fear of erosion. Ultimately, this fuels your ascent, blending strategy with soul. By decoding the gossiper's web, you weave your own unbreakable tapestry, where every thread strengthens your empire. March forward with the wind at your back, for in this grand adventure, knowledge is the sword that carves paths to immortality. Your legend grows, radiant and resolute. Envision a majestic eagle soaring through azure skies, wings cutting through clouds like a blade through silk, embodying freedom's pure essence. Yet below, a silken net shimmers invitingly, woven with compliments that lure the bird into a cage of gold, beautiful yet binding. This is the flatterer's allure, the admirer who builds pedestals not to elevate, but to ensnare. In the heroic quest for self-realization, where every step echoes with purpose, discerning this illusion unlocks chains you never knew bound you. Timeless tales from Power's Forge illustrate the peril. Machiavelli, the shrewd observer of princely arts, cautioned against those who profit more from your favor than you from theirs, turning affection into obligation. In the Medici banking empire, sycophants flocked to Cosimo the Elder, showering praise on his patronage while subtly demanding reciprocation, eroding his autonomy. Shift to today's digital colosseums, like social media empires or entrepreneurial hubs, where a mentor might lavish accolades on your talents, only to foster dependency, positioning themselves as indispensable guides while harvesting your loyalty for their gain. Empowerment dawns when you reframe the flatterer as a catalyst for your independence. They craft praise like honeyed traps, fostering emotional reliance that clouds judgment. You're irreplaceable, they coo, all while maneuvering for advantage in joint ventures. Their intent? To secure a foothold in your success story. Counter this with enlightened vigilance, weigh words against actions. Does their admiration inspire growth, or does it subtly demand concessions? In this uplifting epic of liberation, safeguard your spirit by nurturing self-validation, the true wellspring of power. Align with souls who challenge as much as they cheer, for they forge steel from sparks. Greene's lens on authority portrays these dynamics as neutral forces. Master them to script your odyssey. In competitive fields like tech innovation, a startup visionary evaded a flatterer's grasp by setting boundaries, acknowledging praise but tying it to tangible contributions, revealing the imbalance and freeing resources for genuine partnerships. Transform encounters into triumphs. Respond with reciprocal inquiry, turning the mirror on their ambitions to equalize the exchange. This builds resilience, like an eagle strengthening wings through storms. In collaborative realms, promote environments of authentic feedback where growth trumps flattery, birthing breakthroughs that echo through ages. This wisdom crowns your journey, blending insight with inspiration. By escaping the gilded cage, you claim unfettered skies, where your flight motivates multitudes. Soar onward, for in this grand narrative, every liberation amplifies your eternal light.